Financial freedom. It's a term thrown around like confetti at a New Year's party, but what does it really mean? Let's burst some bubbles here, shall we? When you hear the term financial freedom, you might picture yourself lounging on a sun-soaked beach, sipping a pina colada while your bank account overflows with stacks of cash. Or perhaps you envisage an extravagant penthouse overlooking the city skyline, a garage full of supercars, and a personal butler named Jeeves. And let's not forget the private jet. After all, who wants to deal with airport security? Well, I hate to be the party pooper, but that's not what financial freedom is about. It's not about being wealthy. It's not about flaunting your Rolex or taking a casual trip to Mars. No, my friends, financial freedom is a lot less glamorous and a lot more practical. Financial freedom is about control. It's about having the reins of your finances firmly in your hands. It's about knowing where every penny goes and making sure it's working hard for you. It's not about how much money you have, but rather about how you manage it. Think of it this way. If you were suddenly hit with an unexpected financial emergency, would you be able to handle it without breaking a sweat? Or would you be scrambling in panic? Financial freedom means having the ability to withstand such emergencies without your world coming crashing down. It's about having the financial resilience and agility to navigate life's twists and turns. It's about being able to make choices that align with your values and aspirations, rather than being dictated by your bank balance or worse, your credit card bill. So let's dispel the illusion that financial freedom is synonymous with being filthy rich. It's not about lounging on a yacht in the Mediterranean, unless, of course, that's a personal goal. And if it is, well, more power to you. But remember, even if you're sailing the high seas, you still need to know how to steer the ship. So if it's not about swimming in a pool of gold coins like Scrooge McDuck, what is financial freedom about? Stick around to find out. Step 1 on the road to financial freedom. Understand your financial situation. And no, this doesn't involve crying over your bank statement. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Understanding your financial situation sounds about as exciting as watching paint dry, but hear me out, it's like going on a journey. You wouldn't set off without knowing your starting point, would you? Of course not. So what does understanding your financial situation actually mean? Well, it's not rocket science, it's about knowing 4 key things. Your income, expenses, debt, and financial goals. Sounds simple enough, right? First up, your income. This is the money you're making. Your salary, your side hustle, your grandma's birthday cash, it all counts. And don't forget, it's not just about how much you're making, but how consistently you're making it. Next, your expenses. This is where your money goes. The rent, the groceries, the Netflix subscription you swore you'd cancel after the free trial. Again, it's not just about how much you're spending, but where you're spending it. Debt, our third component, is the monkey on your back. The student loan that's been haunting you since university, the credit card bill that grows faster than you can say impulse buy, or the mortgage that feels like a mountain. Knowing your debt means understanding how much you owe, to whom, and at what interest rate. Finally, your financial goals. This is where you want to be. Maybe it's buying a house, starting a business, or retiring early to become a professional beach bum. Whatever it is, having clear financial goals gives you a destination. Now, I don't want to burst your bubble, but understanding your financial situation isn't a one-time thing. It's like brushing your teeth. You have to do it regularly. So, take a deep breath, sit down, and dive into your finances. It's not going to be a thrilling adventure like fighting dragons or rescuing princesses, but hey, it's your money we're talking about. Understanding your financial situation may not be as exciting as a roller coaster ride, but it's a thrill in its own right. Step 2. Create multiple sources of income, because putting all your eggs in one basket is so last century. Now let's talk about something you've probably heard before. Yes, the good old adage of not putting all your eggs in one basket. But did you know that it's not just about eggs and baskets? It's about your financial freedom. It's about not letting all your hopes, dreams, and hard-earned money ride on just one source of income. Think of it this way. Imagine you're a juggler. You've got one ball in the air. It's your 9-to-5 job. It's steady, it's predictable, it's boring. Now, what if you could add another ball? Maybe it's a freelancing gig or a side hustle. Suddenly, you're not just a juggler, you're a performer. You're not just surviving, you're thriving. But why stop at 2 balls? What about investing? That's not just a ball, that's a flaming torch. It's exciting, it's risky, and it could set your financial future ablaze in the best possible way. And how about starting your own business? That's like adding a chainsaw to your juggling act. It's sharp, it's daunting, and it requires your full attention, but the rewards, they could be massive. So you see, creating multiple sources of income is like becoming a financial juggler. It's about adding more balls, torches, chainsaws, or whatever you fancy to your act. It's about creating a spectacle that not only keeps you financially afloat, but also makes your life more thrilling and rewarding. Of course, the act of juggling multiple income sources isn't for everyone. It requires a certain level of risk-taking, persistence, and yes, a sense of humor. But remember, the more sources of income you have, the less devastating it would be if one of them were to disappear. So step out of your comfort zone. Explore freelancing, consider investing, or even start that dream business you've been thinking about. It's time to put on a show and transform your financial future. Remember, diversifying your income is like having a backup parachute. It might seem unnecessary until you need it. Step 3. Get insured, because life is full of surprises, and not all of them are pleasant. Indeed, if life was a box of chocolates, insurance would be that little pamphlet inside, guiding you through the unexpected flavors. It's your safety net, your cushion, your "I told you so" to the universe when it tries to pull a fast one on you. Now let's get something straight. Insurance is not about being pessimistic or expecting the worst. It's about being prepared. It's about knowing that if life decides to throw you a curveball, you have your financial bases covered. Think of it as your financial bodyguard, always ready to step in and take the hit when things go sideways. It's like having a superhero on speed dial, but instead of wearing a cape, they're armed with policies and premiums. Now, there are different types of insurance. You've got your health insurance, life insurance, auto insurance, home insurance, disability insurance. The list is as long as a Monday morning. But the point is, each type of insurance is designed to protect you against different types of financial risks. For example, health insurance can help cover medical expenses, while auto insurance can help pay for car repairs or replacements. But here's the kicker. Having insurance doesn't mean you can start living recklessly. It's not a free pass to eat all the cholesterol-filled foods you want because you have health insurance, or to start driving like you're auditioning for a Fast and Furious movie because you have auto insurance. No, no, no. It's there to provide a safety net, not to encourage risky behavior. So, how do you decide what insurance you need? Well, it's as simple as understanding your risks and what you can afford to lose. If you have a car, you need auto insurance. If you have a body, well, you need health insurance. Because let's be real, none of us are getting out of this life thing alive. In conclusion, insurance is like a good cup of tea. It might seem unnecessary and a bit bitter at first, but when the weather turns cold, you'll be glad you have it. It's a crucial part of financial planning, providing protection against the unexpected. So get insured, because it's better to be safe than sorry, especially when it comes to your finances. Step 4, invest smartly. Because throwing money at random stocks isn't a strategy, it's a gamble. Now, investing isn't about buying a golden goose and waiting for the eggs. It's more akin to planting a tree, nurturing it, and then enjoying the fruits. It's a long-term game. Investing your money can be a fantastic way to grow your wealth. But it's not just about tossing your hard-earned cash into the first promising venture you see. It's about understanding what you're investing in. You wouldn't buy a car without checking under the hood, would you? The same principle applies here. Research, and then research some more. Understand the business models, the market, the competition. And remember, patience is a virtue, especially when it comes to investing. You're not going to become the next Warren Buffett overnight, and that's okay. So, invest smartly, and remember, the stock market isn't a casino. Step 5, keep learning, because the world of finance is as changeable as the weather. Now, here's the thing about finances. They're a bit like a chameleon, always changing colors. One day you're riding high on the bull market, and the next you're playing hide and seek with a bear. That's why it's crucial to keep learning. You wouldn't want to be caught off guard, would you? So what can you do? Well, for starters, you can devour books about finance like they're the last piece of chocolate cake on earth. Attend seminars as if they're rock concerts, because let's face it, they can be just as exciting. And don't forget about online courses. They're the financial equivalent of binge-watching your favorite series on a lazy Sunday. It's like keeping up with the Kardashians. But instead of drama, you get financial wisdom. And let's be honest, that's a trade-off worth making, isn't it? Remember, in the world of finance, knowledge is power, and power is a fantastic thing to have. So there you have it, 5 simple steps to financial freedom. It's time you take the reins and start shaping your financial future. No more illusions, no more waiting. It's achievable, it's real, and it's right there for the taking. All you need to do is start. No recaps, no reruns. This isn't a sitcom. Now go out there and conquer your financial future. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And remember, the journey to financial freedom starts with a single step.